Hey guys, Luke here. I already backed it up in the last video you saw, so I guess I'll backfill it. Just a little bit, not too much. Adjusting my dip. On this video, I'm gonna try not to say as much. Yeah. Let's see if that's possible. Yeah. We're gonna talk about my mom finding out we're gonna talk about how my mom found out about me dipping. So, at the time, I was under a lot of stress. And, sorry, I'm itching my head. Need to, fuck. Yeah. So, how my mom found out I dipped. At the time, I'm trying to think. Yeah, alright, this is one. So, my mom really didn't know I dipped. I don't think. And, I said, again. So, that's the only word I need to stop saying. So. How she found out was one night I was really upset. And she's like, "What's wrong?" And said I was under stress. I was lying because there was this girl I was talking to and she was mad at me and yeah. She wasn't really mad at me, she was just upset. Anyways, I told her that shit. I said I was under stress and I didn't like the situation we were in. And I didn't. I hated it. And she's like, "Well, I'm sorry." And I said, "I started dipping because I was so stressed." And she says, "I know you're stressed and a normal parent would kick your ass, but I'm not. I'm lenient and you know it." And she said, "It's alright. You're gonna quit sometime and I know." And after that she came up with the diesel truck thing and said, "Okay." Anyways, back to the story. I was upset and said, I pulled the can out and I said, "This is what I have to de-stress with." And that's it. She said, "I know, same here." She doesn't dip, she smokes. Anyways, she was really supportive of it. And she said, "Well, I know that shit. Your grandpa dipped it." Well, Skullmint was what she found out me dipping with. I'm sorry, this may not make any sense to you guys. It's just coming out in blobs. Anyways, I told her and she supported me and she said, yeah, your grandpa did. I said, yeah, I know. And she said, I don't think it's that bad for you. If anything will kill you, it'll be the people of this world. I said, yeah, I know. And she said, cheer up, we'll get through it. We did. Speaking of, sorry guys. Like my hat. Anyways, back to the story. She found out and said, okay. And we lived with family. And she had to watch kids sometimes. And one day, I was really stressed. And so was my mom. She's like, how about we go for a little drive, do something? I said, okay. I'm okay with that. Because I didn't like little children screaming and running around the truck and my dog barking at them and them antagonizing my dog. So we went for a drive and I was like, I'm really stressed. Pulled the can out and dipped. It's the first time I dipped in front of her. This is before I had my jug. I used a coffee cup to spit in that I drank coffee out of that morning. Ooh. Not like a reusable coffee cup, but one of those foam ones you get from the gas station. Fill your cup up with coffee. Anyways, back to the story. Yeah. Then I think it was the same can. Even next time I dipped that I can remember in front of her. I wasn't going to school at this time. It was back in September. It was like September? Yeah. The end of September. And this is when I met someone, went out with someone. Name's not going to be mentioned. But if you know me personally, you know who she is. Yeah. And I wasn't going to school, and I needed to go to school. Legally. And there was this thing, and then it was an online school. And I had to go fill out paperwork, and it's at this place called KCTC. If you don't know what that is, it's Kent Career Technical Center. It's a really nice place. If you are in a Kent County school, I honestly suggest going to Kent Career Technical Center. They have diesel tech, they have automotive repair and body and stuff like that. That place is awesome. It's not just that, they have flight schools. Well, they have a flight school. They have law enforcement school. Like, it's to get you ready for college or what you want to do in life. back to KCTC. It's a really nice place. It's a little bit more modern. If you are in a Kent County school, I honestly suggest going to it. It's worth the time. It's really cool. I'd go to it if I could, but unfortunately, I didn't have good enough grades, and that's another thing. You have to maintain like a C- grade, which it's hard for me. I'm a smart person and all, it's just street smart, not book smart. I'll explain that later, I guess. Again. Anyways, I had to go to that place because they're part of this online schooling program. And I went in there. Well, I had to bring my dog in there actually too. And everybody loved my dog that was there. You've seen my dog, he's kind of cute. So, thinking, said it again. I was sitting in the parking lot, my mom said, alright, you have to come in and sign some paperwork, and you have to listen to some shit. I said, okay. And they said, how? I have to sit in here with the dog. Do I leave him here? Are you going to come out here? Or do I have to bring him in? She said, yeah, I have to bring him in. I said, alright, you better meet me at the door because I'm not going in there alone. And I really didn't know where to go. She said, just get your ass in here. And I said, I'm not going in unless you're standing at the door waiting for me. She said, alright, I'll go to the door with the guy there. And I'm glad I dropped out of that place because it was a pain in the ass. So, I went in there, and I talked to the guy, and I'm like, yeah, I need to get this done quick. I said something about dip earlier. Yeah, I was dipping on the way there, and when I was there, I brought the cup in. I was dipping there, and I was trying to conceal it, and it was mint, so it was easy to deal with. Yeah, by the way, that school, it's awesome, especially in the summertime because all the kids bring their nice cars and trucks, especially by the automotive body repair shit. I saw one of the cars and it was like, oh my god. It was an awesome fucking car. And one of the trucks, I actually posted on my Instagram, I saw there and I was like, that truck looks familiar. If you guys didn't know, I have a cat. His name is Stitch. He's an annoyance. Anyways, fuck you. Back to the story. I was there and sorry, just blanking out. Yeah. Sit on again. I was there, saw all the nice trucks and cars, and I was like, holy shit, I wish I had those. And I was like, yeah, me too. And this was during her work day, and we got lost. Yeah, we got lost going there. And said again. She was like 2 hours. Well, she wasn't late. She missed 2 hours of work because of it. Taking me there and. Back to the story, once again. So we left there, went back, and they were like, alright, you need to come back on this day to come get your information for login, and so you can do this online schooling thing. And I kind of had an argument with the guy there because I was like, alright, so they wanted me to go to a library. They wanted me to go to this library or something twice a week. Twice or 3 times a week for 4 hours. And I said, well, buddy, I can't do that. He's like, well, why not? I said, I don't have a license. And I don't have enough gas to drive here legally. He's like, oh, well, don't you have family members that could drive you here? And I said, no. He said, well, we'll figure something out. I said, damn right we will. And, yeah. And they give you this person to work with if you need any help. And he always called me, he was like, Luke, you haven't got on there in 2 days? And I'm like, I know, I've been busy at work. Because I went to work with my mom every day. I didn't work there. I was honestly thinking about working for the company next to him, which was another automotive place. Really cool place. I'm just gonna stop saying fuck when I say And yeah, we had an argument, and one time he called me when we were going down the road to go back home, and he called me and he said, well, can you hop on the computer and try to get some stuff done? And I said, well, I'm going down the road right now, I can't do much. And he said, oh, okay. And this person that I talked about earlier that I wouldn't mention, they persuaded me to go back to school. And I did, like, actual school. And I really wasn't happy with the online place. I mean, it's cool, especially if you are able to do that stuff. If you can't, it sucks. If you can't drive, it really fucking sucks. If you have mommy and daddy to drive you there, I guess it'd be alright. If you had your own vehicle, drive there, it'd be alright. So, we got everything right around with the school I went to before, and what I said earlier that year, I said, fuck you, I'm not coming back. if I'm in this certain class again. I said, oh, okay. And I got the transcript, or the schedule, that's what it's called. I got that, and it didn't have the class I didn't want on there. So I was happy about that. That was earlier when school was supposed to start, and yeah. Anyways, back to what I was talking about before. So this person just invited me to go back to school, and I was talking to her, and she was messaging me and saying, oh yeah, I hope you come back and I get to see you more and stuff like that, and yeah. I don't know what else to say. I didn't have to sign any paperwork going back there, which is good. At this time, my mom lost her job, which is really tough. Anyways, she was on unemployment, and we lived every check to check and shit like that. She was looking for jobs, and she had to watch my dog during the day, because at that time we didn't have anybody to watch a dog either, and before that we didn't. We couldn't have anybody watch him because he wasn't fixed, he didn't have shots that he needed. And what else? Yeah, she was looking for jobs, and she pulled me out of school for a little bit. She pulled me out early every day for the first week that I was back. Because she can handle my dog. And I was really pissed every time she said that, and yeah. Then, she got a job later. I'd like to say January. I don't remember. She got a job though. It's a good thing. Shit. Thinking. After the first week I was there, the next week, this person that persuaded me to go back ended things between us. And I was upset. And I left school for the next 2 weeks. Because I didn't want to be there, I didn't want to be around her. And, yeah. That led to me going back, which was pretty good. Did some stupid shit the time before or when I left for the 2 weeks. And I said some things, I did some things, I had some things, and yeah, they were like really pissed with me. And I didn't want to go back because I didn't want to face consequences, which was 3 detentions. And when I did go back, I was like, can I just do a full suspension, or what was it, ISS, in school suspension? They're like, yeah, sure, go ahead. Okay. Did that. Yeah. That's pretty much the end of that story. It went from me telling the story about the first time my mom found out that it dipped, to my school story. Just for the beginning of this year. Last year. Hopefully the beginning of this year I'm driving there in a Porsche. I wish. No. I wouldn't drive a Porsche. Yeah. I'm gonna look for trucks and shit still. But yeah, around that time, I was looking for trucks, and it was like mid-October, and saw this truck on Craigslist, and I really liked it. It was a mid-90s Ford F-250, 7.3 liter Power Stroke for $3,000. I would have bought it the first time I laid eyes on it if I had $3,000. But I'm taking a step out. It was a nice truck. Anyways, I think that's where I'm gonna end this video for today, guys. I'm gonna go take a nap or something, watch more YouTube videos, come up with something to talk about next time. See y'all later. Like, comment, subscribe, tell me what I should talk about, other stuff like that. See y'all later.